Another phrase that I often hear from my injury clients is that because Florida is a no-fault state, that means that no one is at fault for my auto accident, right? While it is correct that Florida is quote-unquote a no-fault state, the Florida legislature has enacted a no-fault law that classifies itself as such. I will tell you that because Florida is a no-fault state, that does not mean that no one is at fault for an accident. I agree that the name certainly does imply it, and I'll even go as far to say that the name itself is a misnomer. What no fault state means is that the Florida legislature has enacted a statute that requires Florida drivers to carry PIP or personal injury protection on their auto insurance policies. What PIP is spelled out in length with a lot of legalese under Florida Statute 627.736. It's a lengthy read with many legal terms, some of which have been defined by the courts and some of which have not yet been defined by the courts. In essence, what the statute says is that regardless of fault, the first $10,000 of a insured's medical expenses will be paid from your own insurance company, regardless of fault for the accident. Now, right now, I've made one statement about Florida PIP, and I must say that while that is the general rule, it has a multitude of caveats. Number one, the $10,000 of medical bills are only paid at 80%. That means that the very first bill that you incur as a result of an auto accident, 20% of the bill is not covered. You may ask yourself, if PIP pays 80%, who is responsible for the other 20%? The answer simply is the at-fault party. The idea that because Florida is a no-fault state, somehow no one is at fault for an accident simply is not true. And also the idea that your medical bills are all taken care of because you have PIP insurance is not true either. Like I said, the statute that created PIP is somewhat lengthy, and of it is completely full of legalese and ambiguous terms. Everyone's required to carry PIP insurance in the state of Florida, and we all must abide by the rules. I've only touched on one aspect of the no-fault law. There are numerous aspects to be aware of, including a 14-day requirement to be eligible for benefits. If you have any questions or would like to hear more about Florida's no-fault law, or you need representation regarding an auto accident, please give us a call.